Hello everyone, TemplateMonster asked me to review one of their amazing templates, and the template we're gonna see today is Barnaby. Barnaby is available on the TemplateMonster website, and you'll find the link in the description for the page you're seeing right now. And the template we're gonna play with is this guy here, Barnaby. And I decided that I don't want this tutorial to be like all the other ones. Actually, it's a review, it's not a tutorial. I have then decided not to try the template up front. I've just downloaded that, and I have a very fresh WordPress website on my subdomain. You see there's still the default template, and I created that through the cPanel that is available with my hosting. You can do that with the hosting you're using. If you don't know how to do it, let me know, and maybe we can chat about hosting in another topic. For now, I'm just assuming that you already know how to host a WordPress website. I'm gonna keep the edit at the very minimum for this video, so you're gonna see that fresh, and if I make any mistake, probably you're gonna see that. And the reason why I'll do that is because I want to give you a very honest review on this template. I don't want to pretend everything is fine if it's not, and the other way around. And I don't want to pretend that it's user-friendly if I don't find it like that. But in the same way, if that's a very good template, you're gonna see that. So the first thing we have to do from the actual TemplateMonster website, and again check out the links below to find the direct link for the template that has a cost of $75 in its single site version. So we have to download it, right? I've done that already. So after you purchase that, you'll have a download link, so no worries about that. Let me just open the folder that contains the actual theme. Is this one. Okay, so we have a zip file and also a manual installation folder here. So far so good. So the new thing we have to do is to take this zip file and go in our WordPress administration panel, which is here. So I'll open the dashboard. And then we have to go under appearance, right? Themes. You see the errors. Appearance, themes, and add new on the top. And then we're gonna click on upload theme. Choose file. This is the button we have to select. And then I have to go in the folder. Oh, spoiler alert, we'll talk about that on another day. We have to go on the actual folder that contains the theme, that is under resources. And I have to order that. And then we have this template, blah, 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 you see? And I've extracted that already. And again, you see what I was showing you before. There's also some bonus images you can use. But for now, I will open the theme folder and select barnaby.zip. Okay? So click open if you are on Windows. Otherwise, you'll have a similar thing. And then we have the install now button that is now available. So click that. And let's wait for WordPress to complete the theme installation. So it has been installed. Unpacking the package, installing the theme. Apparently everything has been installed successfully, so I'm gonna activate it. And I think, okay, so the theme is active. And now I have this message up here that says that this theme recommends the following plugin, TM Wizard. Let's install it. Dun, 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 dun. Plugin installation. So what I did is just click this button here, this link, sorry, or I can click on begin installing plugin, which is better. And if you're looking for more information, apparently you can go on the GitHub page that has not many information actually. So okay, now I can click on install. We are doing this together, guys. So this time I'm here for you. I'm not pretending anything. Not that I'm pretending in general, but you know, editing helps when you do a mistake. Okay, we have installed also the TM Wizard plugin, and now it's telling that this wizard will help you to select skin, install plugins, and import demo data for your Barnaby theme. And I think that the demo data is gonna be something like the live demo that we have on the TemplateMonster website. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. And let's see if we can reproduce it in our own website. Okay, so click on start install, but I think you can already use the theme without installing the demo data. But let's start with what the theme recommends. Okay, so my system information, it says that they have to have a Lisp PHP version, blah blah blah, memory limit 512 megabytes, we have it, maximum execution time is 300 seconds. You see that is all highlighted in green. In your case, say that you have a configuration that doesn't match the template requirements, make sure to tune your PHP configuration so that it will be ready to support this theme. So let's click on next. Alright, and then Barnaby suggests a few recommended plugins like Cherry Team Members, Cherry Testimonials, Cherry blah 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 blah, Powerbuilder, Powerbuilder Integrator, Booked Appointments because it's used by the demo, and everything that is prefixed with Cherry is related to the Cherry framework. Probably some of you are already familiar with that. And once again, I'm gonna click on Start Install. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick to whatever the wizard recommends and click on next. So if this thing works, we're gonna do that live next time with maybe some other team. Alright, so we're ready to install the demo data. Do you want to append demo content to your existing content or completely rewrite it? So say that you have a few pages and posts, you can overwrite those and replace with the new content, or just add the demo content on top of what you already have on your WordPress installation. Or you can even skip the demo content installation. In my case, I want to replace the existing content with the demo content. So select that and click on next. Okay, now it's asking me to enter my password, so I'm gonna enter that and eventually cut this out. Okay, now we are importing sample data. I just skipped the password bit and I click on next after inserting my password. So we're importing the sample data. In the meantime, you can read the information that the slider is showing up. So you can click also on these dots to check out what the sample data will make available for you. So imagine the theme as an actual framework rather than just a theme that you can configure and release to the public. So it's very powerful. There's a visual builder integrated with the theme. You're gonna love it. At least that's what I saw on the main web page. Let's see what happens on the backend though. Regenerating thumbnails. I didn't have any thumbnail, but yeah, let's regenerate them. Okay, so we got to 100% finally. It took a while, I have to be honest. It took a little bit more of 30 seconds. So probably it's just because of the performance of my hosting. I promise I will test it somewhere else and let you know. So congratulations, you're all set. Now you can visit your website, start customization, or install another skin. So first of all, let's try to view our website with the demo content installed. Okay, it looks like we have everything. So you see, we have an initial slider. Actually, it's a call to action. You see, there's an instant pitch here, and then we have a call to action. This is set up an appointment. And then we have the About Us page that I'm gonna open. And there's this nice preloader that we get as well with the Barnaby theme, and we can customize it and change it, of course, with different preloaders. So the About page is the typical one. Again, we have another call to action. We're gonna dig deeper into how to set up one of those pages in no time. And then this pages section shows us everything we can do with the pages in Barnaby. So for example, we have different static elements that we can apply to any content. So I said pages, I meant content. To any content on our website. We can generate accordions, we can add audio, animated counters. Let's open just one of the options to show you what I mean. I've opened the animated counter, and the demo shows me probably, you see, that we can get those type of counters there that are loading progressively with a very smooth animation. Okay. Let's go back to the dashboard, which is what we're more interested in. Let's assume that we want to start customizing the template first of all. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go on themes, and then click on customize here, right? And this is gonna open the front end, which I'm not a very big fan of. This is a WordPress feature that lets us customize the website from the actual front end. It's taking a while to load again. And I think that the delay was just caused because I have many plugins on Chrome. Okay, so on the left panel, I'm gonna show you also another way to customize your template, but this is easier if you are just starting with WordPress. Anyway, on the left panel you have a few things like site identity, and you can change so the name of your site title up here. So let's call it my Barnaby theme, and I can save that and publish. Alright, that's done. And then I can also change the general site settings like the logo here and the favicon. You see there's the default Barnaby logo, so I can change it to text, and the page automatically refreshes, and as you can see now we no longer have the logo. But I want to stick to the logo because, you know, it's not that good like that. Okay, so the other things you can obviously customize are different types of logo formats. You can invert the logo, you can have the... And when we say invert the logo, it means that when on certain backgrounds, you know, the contrast is not ideal, you can use the inverted logo. So imagine on a completely black background, you can have another version of this logo that is probably white, you know. Same thing for the retina screen, etc. A site icon, you can upload it, no worries. And there's many other options you can customize. I would like to focus just on what's really specific for this logo, so I'm gonna go quickly through these ones. So we have the color scheme, we can pick between the regular scheme, invert scheme, or gradient scheme, and as you can see, I'm not gonna change those, but the colors are just reflected on the website. So the accent color is one type, the button color is another type. So I can change, for example, this button and make it green if I want to, and see immediately what the result would be. So far so good, right? And here we go. Let's go back and let's get rid of this, and feel free to go through all the other options. So probably here we can change again the colors, the typography, so the fonts of our websites, the header up here. Let's see what's inside this menu. Inside the header menu, we can change the styles of the header menu, the top panel, the header elements, and so on and so forth. Once again, we can change the background image, so we can get rid of this guy, the menus up here. So main menu, menu location. So the main menu is now on the top right of the page, and there's different styles for the header. So you might be wondering why you're seeing this header style 1, header style 2, etc. Because when you hover on home from the page, you see that there's a sub menu that is named headers, and then there's all of these options. So on the left side, we're starting from the first menu that is home, which is this guy, and then it has a sub menu named headers, which is this other guy, or this lady, and we have then footers, that is the second menu here. Then we have the about page, the pages menu, which is here, and so on. If you are familiar with WordPress, you know you can do the same thing from the dashboard. I just wanted to show you what you can customize. There's also a MailChimp component where you can simply enter your API key, and that gets connected to your subscribe widget that is somewhere on the page. Again, I haven't looked at this template that much, but I'm expecting that somewhere we have a newsletter subscribe option, and that will be connected to your MailChimp account. Here you have other menus, including the ads management and the additional CSS one. So there's another way you can customize menu, and probably you know it. You have to go on appearance menus, and here you can customize the menu as we just saw. So from the customize menu, you can customize everything for your website and the general configuration of the theme, but that's not all. So let's go on one of the services. As you can see, the theme already comes with a few custom post types, one of these being services, and those are the actual services that are gonna be shown on your website. What I mean by that is that if I duplicate this window and go on the front end, If you click on services, you're gonna end up in a services page, yeah? So on this page you can see long track record, experience theme, and blah blah blah, and that's the same thing you have here. So imagine that I want to change one of those services. I can just edit that or add a new one, change the name. So we're gonna call it MVP development, minimum viable product, and then just maybe let's get rid of this featured image and let's replace that with I don't know, another image basically, which I'm gonna take from the bonus images up here and just get this one that resembles a team discussing about something. Yeah, probably they're having lunch. I don't know what they're doing actually. So once we upload that, we can just set that as our featured image. This tutorial is gonna be long, guys, but it's for your sake, so you can follow that while building your website. And if you get stuck somewhere, you can look at the Barnaby documentation that is available here. I didn't show you that. Okay, so on this link, there's the entire Barnaby documentation available. I will put that in the links as well. So I've changed my service, right? So I changed the featured image, I set that to be my featured image here, and I can update the MVP development page. I'm not gonna change the text as well, just to prove that we can change it. So I will refresh, and hopefully I don't have a cache of my page here. And as you can see, the page has been updated with my new image for the MVP development service. That's great. So that's what you can do, guys. Feel free to go under service and customize everything. And for each service, Barnaby offers a very good builder, the Powerbuilder, that lets you customize a few options. So for example, you can select a different icon to show your service from this list. You might be wondering, where does this icon shows up? Well, it shows up when you add to your own page or any other section a specific widget that is the services one. So let's see how to do that. Let's edit the home page. Let's go back here. Here we go. So here's where the image actually appears. You see MVP development. There are also the first 3 rows of our service page, and then there's an icon. I want to change this icon and make it something different. So I'll just make it quicker just to show you what I mean. Let's put this, the pencil ruler, and let's update again the page. And in the meantime, I can also refresh. Let's see who arrives first. So far the theme is okay. I mean, it's pretty, I like the builder, I like that I can customize everything really fast, you see? I just changed the icon, and in the same way I can maybe add some feature to my service here and describe that. So feature 1, like that, and add new ones and call it blah, blah, blah. I don't want to lose your time. So we can also have a testimonials block. I'm not gonna add one, and you can set the testimonial limit from 1 to whatever you want, I guess, up to 30 for each service, you know? So you're gonna customize those as well. And then you can choose if you want to show the email, show position, your company, the custom template to apply to this thing. And let's update again and see if the feature, which I have also spelled wrong, has been added to our service. So let's see where the feature actually appears. I wonder if it's on the web page, on the home page, or also on the specific service page. I think, here you go. So that's where the features will appear. Okay, that's awesome, guys. Next one, call to action. I think that we can have a CTA block somewhere that says start improving your business today. And it's here, down here, you see? So this is our call to action, and this is book an appointment. So I want to put something like get in touch now. Sorry, no time to think about the call to action. And then there's also the CTA button. Text is get your quote today. Today, something like that. And the button URL probably is where we're gonna land after clicking on the button. Yeah. Let's leave it like that. It's book an appointment, but it can be whatever page on your website. And for the testimonial block, we have the same identical story, yeah? Okay, so let's update for one last time and then we'll move away from services. I think you got the point and what you can do with Barnaby from this point of view for each service. So whatever I said to you is valid for any service you want to customize. And as you can see, we have the Get in Touch Now button and Get Your Quote Today here. Great stuff. Last one, styling. I'm not gonna change it, but you can have a background image for the call to action. You see that here? It's blurry, but it's this image here. And also you can have a background color that as an overlay for your image. Then you can decide where you have to center your background, if it must be repeated or not, what's the size of the image, and so on and so forth. Good stuff. Let's move to the theme section, which you can of course remove if you don't need that. The theme section is again available in the demo template, and it's somewhere in the About Us, I guess, section where you can add your team members, you know. So for each team member, the result will be something like, where is that? Let me check the team member section. Bear with me, guys. Here you go, our team. So that's the one you get, you see, our team. It's all blurry because the images, the image itself for each profile is blurry, so no worries, it's not a defect or something, it's not a bug. So we can remove the featured image, for example, and change it. And let's put a guy that has a face, maybe, no? So we can select the files from here. So let's put maybe large icons, yeah? Let's put the three-headed monkey, right? So up. Probably the image size has to be reviewed, but just a test. We're playing together with this template to see how powerful it is and if it can be good for your business and actually for my business as well, you know? So yeah, now we have this wonderful GIF image for our team profile. Maybe you can dare and put a three-headed monkey yourself, yeah? Good stuff. Okay, so I'm not gonna continue showing you that. I just want to show you what you can do for each profile. You can define the position in the company of this person. It's an analyst, the location, the phone number, and then where you can contact them, your team members, social profiles, etc., etc. When you decide to use themes and service, you have already everything you need to build up a very powerful page that shows exactly what you want to demonstrate. Okay, now testimonials, I'm gonna skip it and leave it to you. Appointments is very powerful actually. There's already an appointment calendar integrated in Barnaby that you can use, and in the demo content you already have a few pending appointments, and your customers will be able to book a session with you out of the box with this component that you have for Barnaby. And when you want to see the pending appointments that people can book from the home page or from any page where you actually put the appointment calendar option, you have the appointment name, if it has passed or not, and which date and from what time to what time, which is great, yeah? So you can start chatting with your prospects and possibly convert them into paying customers, and they are able to get in touch with you by booking an actual appointment where you can discuss whatever the customer needs are, for example. Okay, now, I know I should have started with the more generic features of the template, but I prefer to go into the specifics. So if you're still here with me, let's take a look at what you can do with every single page. So I'm gonna edit the home page. And in the home page, we can already notice that we no longer have the traditional WordPress editor, but we have the Powerbuilder, which is much more powerful. Okay, so in the Powerbuilder, you have different sections that represent the section of your home page. So just to explain that, well, I'm gonna open that later, but we had a slider in the first scroll. So if we want to configure that specific component, let me open the website in another tab so you can see what I mean, and we can switch between one and the other. Okay, here you can basically change the content of this slider. How you do that? What I did, you remember, I click on edit page and I hand it up here, right? You can do the same by going on all pages and select the home page and click on edit. So now I want to change the slider and I have to click on this cog here, while this other icon is useful to clone a module. So click on that, on the cog, and after clicking on the cog you can see that we have two different options. This is business and this is new slide, and that's because this one is the business slide, and there's also another one. You see the dots here, click on that, and this is the other one, right? So I want to change the first slide. Click again on the cog, and not the code, which is a fish. And then here you can configure the heading text, the button URL, and so on. You should recognize this image, and as you can imagine, you can upload the new image and change it. I can do that? Yeah, I will do that, but guys, feel free to try that yourselves. Upload files, and let's take one from the actual extra images that we have. Or yeah, what can we put now? We can put the word image. Yeah, it's not gonna be awesome, you know, because the text here has to probably be changed given the colors. But yeah, for the sake of it, let's try. And what else can I change? I can have a background color. Yeah, I don't mind. I can have a background overlay, which is great because it gives me the chance probably to have an overlay that makes the text more readable. But before understanding what I'm doing, I need to save it. Again, there are other options. You can have a text overlay, you can have a heading, background, image. That means that when enabled, the background color is added behind the slider text to make it more readable on top of a background image. So let's do that as well, which is great. And then heading background theme when enabled, that's great. So I'm not gonna upload another image here, I don't have one ready. We can have a video background, you can have so many things, guys. You're gonna have fun with this template. And here is the actual text. So we're gonna call it WebYourMind gives honest reviews. All right, so save and exit. Oh, I wanted to show you another thing before closing this guy, and I need to be quick, otherwise you're gonna leave me. Probably nobody's here anymore, and I feel so sad. And okay, so there's also advanced design settings, like top. You can set the padding for your slider. Remember, we're talking only about the slider component. You can hide the content of the slider on mobile, and you can decide what you should be shown or not on mobile. And then you can add, as usual, your custom CSS for that specific component. Okay, save and exit. And I will update everything in a row. So now, next thing, we can add new sections, and we have three different types of sections we can add. One is a standard section, and this is basically the section layout selection. So we want 4 different columns for our content. We can select this one. We want just one full width column. We can select the first option, and so on. Or we can add from the library something that is been already pre-built for us, but for now we have nothing in the library. So say that you create a new template, let's call it like that. You can save it in the library. There was the button to do that earlier on, and then use it everywhere in your theme. So specialty section instead is a section that is designed for particular purposes. I'm gonna add it just for the sake of it. So I've added the specialty section, that is this guy here, and then on the left panel I have to insert a new column. We can have a full width one, and then I can insert modules inside the column, and I can insert modules anywhere in my sections. So the modules available are so many that I'm gonna lose like an hour showing you all of them, but you can read the documentation and play with those. So I'm gonna just try one of the available modules, and what I want to try is the actual circle counter. Okay, circle counter. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys, so this might be the worst layout ever. And when I say that I don't know what I'm doing, I mean that I'm not updating constantly and seeing what the page is gonna show, but you know, let's try. Percent sign, that's fine, we like it. Rounded bar, okay, so the circle line width, let's make it 10. Circle size, let's make it 50. The bar background color has to be the orange color, so we have it here, great stuff. And then it's gonna be disabled on phones, just on phones, and that's it, and we can save it. Got it. And then here we're gonna put another module that is a blurb. Okay, so our blurb, fantasy, guys, fantasy is very important. I want to use an icon from the icon set below. Sorry, I disabled that, I don't know why I did that. And I'm gonna use this icon here. I don't know why. And the icon color is gonna be this blue. Save. Okay, here, same thing. Use read more button. No. The content, we don't care. And okay, let's save it. So I think that you're starting to get used to the way this template works and what you can do to customize every page and article and section of your website, yeah? If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments. I'm here for you, and this is an experiment really. It's the first time I do such an honest review without actually writing out everything I want to say and cut out all the mistakes. So let me know what you think if you would like to see more of those stuff. It's a one-on-one tutorial for everyone, and I really recommend that you try Barnaby because so far I think it's a great template that gives you lots of opportunity no matter the type of product you're trying to build, no matter the website you're trying to build. Well, if you are a business, I think it's very good as a starting point to promote your business, show your services, show your team, and come up with an actual website that gives the message that you're trying to give to your customers. Okay, so all of these sections, every time you see this section, it means that it's something that is already added on the page. There's a testimonial section and so on. And in fact, when you scroll down, we have this section. This is a call to action. Then we have the professional who serves you and all of that. The blog with 3 columns, a quote section, and the footer. All right. Let's update the page and let's see what happens. Okay, 3, 2, 1, reload. What have I done? Okay, so I can see that the change that I applied has been correctly updated, but as I was mentioning earlier, the font color and the background are not really the best choice, you know. And here I've also created a circle counter, and I don't know why it's doing that, but again I was just messing with it, so probably I have to change something. Let's reload again the page. This is strange, guys, this is strange. Number 50, and the circle and width and the circle size is gonna be like 200. We're gonna make it 200. All right, let's try again. And this section, let's take a look at the settings for the section itself. Do we have use parallax effect? If enable your background image will stay fixed, this is the scroll, of course. So save and exit, and let's update one last time. And if it doesn't work, no worries, I'm just experimenting myself. Probably it's because I just placed the content randomly in a section that wasn't exactly the proper one for it. Oh, now it looks like a good circle, doesn't it? It was just too small and I make it even smaller, but now I made it bigger and I think it's starting to make sense. Well, it doesn't make any sense in a page like that. I should add a margin at least, and I should find some sense for that. But we were playing with the theme. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I wanted to show you. Feel free to check out the link in the description if you want to buy Barnaby. I leave the link in the description of this video, and I leave the link also somewhere on Facebook if you're watching that on Facebook. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know if the video was okay. Let me know if you didn't like it at all and you prefer to go back to the traditional videos. I'm trying to build the best type of content for you guys, and I really need your help to improve constantly what I do. Subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.